Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. I'm going to be covering some of the big movers today, like Dash, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, Power Ledger, all up, big amount today. And otherwise, I'm going to be covering my normal schedule of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Neo, Vertcoin, Monero, Omisego, and Lisk. All of those, of course, any more detailed technical analysis on TradingView in just a second. Really quickly, if you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check out Coinbase. I have a referral link in the description where you can $10 free when you sign up. They're not a sponsor, I just use them myself, so definitely go check them out. But other than that, let's get right into the market update. So Bitcoin moving higher today, up about 2%. It's moving, in line with Bitcoin Cash. That's up nicely here, 10% in the past 24 hours. And of course, it's nice to see them move together towards the upside, but that's not really sustainable in the long term. Ethereum actually having a pretty good day today, up 4%. Dash, like I said, big day, up over 16%. Monero up over 18%, breaking out towards its all-time highs, which is something that I've been calling for several days now. And, that happened like planned. So that's really good to see. Absolutely amazing move for Monero. And, a lot of cryptocurrencies up a good 2 to 3% here, bouncing like Neo, IOTA. Lisk, unfortunately, is one that's taking a hit today, down about 10%. Stellar Lumens up 7%. And Power Ledger, of course, the biggest mover today, up about 50% in the past 24 hours. So a massive amount of volume coming in, just under $200 million in the past 24 hours, a lot of it coming from Bittrex. And, it's really good to see a big price increase supported with such a huge amount of volume. That's absolutely great to see. Now, we put in a high today of 92 cents. So that's obviously going to be the next level we want to see the price move above. And I think it will very shortly be able to move above that and go and test $1, at the least. It could even break above that and hold above $1. That'll probably happen sooner rather than later. But in the short term, I definitely expect it to go and hit $1. It could pull back after that, like I said, but it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. And, I have been very bullish on Power Ledger. If you want to hear my more detailed thoughts on it, go check out my price prediction video that I've made on it. You can find that in my price predictions playlist. I'll leave a link to this in the comments and the description below. But overall, it's absolutely a great move, supported with a lot of volume and really moving towards $1, which is going to be a big turning point, for Power Ledger. It's already becoming one of the main cryptocurrencies out there, really, a lot of popularity surrounding the name. So good to see, and nothing really to complain about for Power Ledger. Now, moving down the list really quickly, we have Vertcoin that's bouncing a bit. PIVX not doing too bad. Scicoin up over 18%. A lot of the privacy coins are actually doing very well here in the past couple days. And finally, Zcoin moving towards $50 now, up 23%. So yet another cryptocurrency that I've been very bullish on, and it's really been climbing up the ranking here in no time. It was near the top 100, I think, not that long ago. So already moving towards 50 here. Great to see. Now, let's start off the technical analysis with Dash first. And basically, Dash not long ago got a breakout above this $416 level. Very quickly after that, was able to move above $500. So that's a very big turning point, on a psychological level. That $500 mark is usually, once you get above a level like that, the next stop is basically $1,000, and that's where I see it heading slowly but surely. Now, moving forward, we are facing a bit of resistance here at around $602. We can see 3 days now where we weren't able to break above that price. Now, we did put in an all-time high of $670, but that didn't hold. So we will want to see the price move above $602. That'll be a little bit hard to do. It may pull back a little bit in the short term. I wouldn't be surprised here with the bit of a double top that we have. And the move is pretty overextended. You can see that on the MACD and even as far as the Bollinger Bands go. But it's not really anything to worry about. We were able to move back above the 70 line on the RSI, which is good. Of course, if there's really enough strength, we can start moving higher in the next couple of days. It's just a bit hard because we will be trading outside the upper Bollinger Band. So that's just a hard level to sustain. I think a little pullback here would actually be a good thing, where we could maybe consolidate for a couple days and then get a bounce off this uptrend line that I drew right here. That's going to be the main support level to pay attention to. And other than that, we'll have the middle band that'll help support the price pretty soon now. So Dash is definitely looking good, and I think that, now that it was able to break above $500, we'll really see it start to move towards 1,000 over the next couple months. And let's move over to Bitcoin Cash, which is actually doing pretty good today. So let's see. It's actually still trading in its upper range, so no, major breakout or anything like that today. But let me just zoom in a tad, and then I'll move over to our normal schedule. But kind of getting a bounce off the orange line on the MACD, bouncing a little bit on the RSI, not really doing all that much though. We do have a little bit of a uptrend in the making here. I'll go ahead and draw that in. So that's going to be this trend line right over here. We'll see if that'll be able to hold moving forward. And we did actually break out of a bit of a downtrend on the RSI as well today, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be sort of this area right here. And that's obviously a good sign. The RSI is looking good and bullish. We didn't really cross into the negative area on the histogram either, so that's good. Now, moving forward, will it be able to break above, the resistance level over here at $1,390? It could. I would say it has a decent chance of doing so. We do have some room to move up as far as the Bollinger Bands go, and we will have the middle band supporting the price, this brown line right over here, as we move forward. So I think that it has a good chance of now moving back higher. Of course, it could still consolidate in between this range over here at 1,200 about and 1,390 for a couple more days, but it's looking pretty good for a move higher now that we broke out of also this resistance that we had over here that we put in from a couple candlesticks in the previous days moving forward. So let's see, let me just go ahead and put that in so you get an idea of where that's at. That's going to be this area right over here, which we broke above pretty nicely today. We'll see if that holds. And yeah, basically trading in the upper range, should be able to see a move now outside of that pretty soon. So definitely not looking bad for Bitcoin Cash. Moving over to our normal schedule here, starting off with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is going to face a bit of resistance here moving forward from the previous uptrend line that we actually broke below here just recently. So that's going to create, some issues moving forward in the short term. It might still have to consolidate a little bit more to get some room to move up, but indicators not looking too bad. We're getting close to the 70 line on the RSI. MACD still uptrending nicely. So no real negative signs, just this uptrend line that's going to be a bit tricky. If we see a strong enough move, we could probably, be able to kind of surpass that. But right now it is going to be a bit hard. I think it will need to consolidate a little bit longer, or maybe some pretty flat up days just to, get a better price point before having the space to move back up, right? And let's move over to Ethereum. Ethereum actually having a pretty amazing day, it looks like, today. So broke out of this $375 area. That's a very big breakout, actually. That's what we wanted to see. And now that we broke above that, of course, we could come back and test that one more time. But overall, that's the move that we wanted to see before kind of the final resistance of $400. So now that we were able to break above $375, I think we will be moving towards $400, in the next week or two. And yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to see. It was a good, strong breakout with a full body candlestick. We moved above the uptrend, above the 70 line on the RSI and above the downtrend line. That's another very powerful sign. And yeah, it has a lot of strength right now. Very nice MACD uptrend, really taking off here. Same thing on the histogram. So it looks like the strength is backing Ethereum pretty nicely here, and it shouldn't have too much trouble now moving towards $400 and hopefully breaking above that pretty soon. Let's move over to Litecoin now. Litecoin isn't doing too bad either. We now moved back above the uptrend line, which is great to see. That won't create any problems like what Bitcoin is experiencing right now. So that's going to be our new support level. It'll help move the price higher. Hopefully here in the next couple of days, we can start getting back towards that $75 mark, and should be able to see a break above that pretty easily now moving forward. MACD still looking pretty good. A lot of resistance here as far as the RSI goes, but we are moving back above this uptrend line right over here. So that's good to see. And yeah, like I said, probably going to move above 75 here in the next week, I would say. I think this move should be pretty quick to get out of this bit of resistance that we put in, unfortunately, from the previous candlesticks, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So Litecoin looking good as well here. Let's see what's been going on with Ripple. It actually was, doing pretty good, pull back a little bit, and today we are bouncing pretty nicely up 3%. MACD still looking good, histogram as well. We're now back above our support level on the RSI. We were having some trouble with that. That's good that that held. And now I kind of just expect it to move higher. Of course, we also have like Bitcoin, the uptrend line, which is currently acting as resistance. This is the previous uptrend line in the short term. That's now resistance, and if it's strong enough, we could break above that. Like I said, it may be hard, and we may have to kind of consolidate or move slowly higher for a couple more days before it really has the room to start kicking back into action. Of course, there will be quite a bit of resistance for Ripple at this $25 mark. That's just going to be something to pay attention to moving forward. But Ripple, now we're out of this downtrend line once again, and I think that'll hold this time. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see at the very least, right? So not looking bad, and should slowly but surely start moving higher into that $20 range as we move forward. So definitely clearing up some of the technical damage that it's been experiencing now for a while. NEO has actually is actually experiencing a pretty strong bounce today, which is actually a very good sign, up about 5%. And this is actually an interesting formation because, like I said in my previous daily crypto update, I kind of saw NEO. I kind of thought maybe NEO was going to consolidate a bit longer. It bounced pretty much right away here. So what I like about this is I think this might be a V-shaped bounce in the making, right? And that's usually a pretty sharp bounce back up towards where it was. So, if that's what's going to happen, it should very quickly move back up towards that $40 mark, and even, close to $43 pretty quickly. We're still holding above the uptrend line, basically bounced off that. That's yet another good sign. And, MACD now didn't really go and test the orange line, probably going to move higher. So that's exactly, the bullish case scenario. We'll have the middle band that'll help support the price, but now I think we'll move pretty quickly back towards $40 and probably break above that here in the next week. Moving over to Vertcoin. Vertcoin has been struggling a little bit in the past couple of days, consolidating, and we are getting a bit of a bounce today, up just under 4%. Still moving lower on the MACD, not really flattening out just yet. We did move back above this 52 mark on the RSI, so that's going to be, support, of course, and it's good that we didn't dip too much below that. So we did hold above that. Now, still, very consolidated as far as the Bollinger Bands go, closing in on the price. I think we're still going to have trouble, going above this $4.86 mark just yet because of the Bollinger Bands. We'll need a pretty powerful move to be able to do that, which I'm not saying is impossible. It's just somewhat unlikely, especially because the MACD hasn't really flattened out as much as I would like to just yet. It basically hasn't flattened out at all, or shows any sign of really turning back up as of currently. But moving forward, we should see that sooner rather than later, and we are back above the middle band today, so that's another good sign. The middle band is currently sitting at $4.10, so we will have support above that moving forward. Monero, one of the biggest movers today, and absolutely amazing breakout. So let's see. Right now, the all-time high was at $166.94. Currently, actually above that. So we did make a new all-time high today of $175.34. Absolutely amazing. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Let me go ahead and put in the horizontal trend line to give you an idea of where that previous all-time high is. We're kind of currently just above it, but a little bit struggling to really hold and close above that. We'll see if we're able to. It'd be a good sign if we could, but obviously it was a very powerful move, so it may have to pull back down a little bit. We really kicked off on the MACD and on the histogram. Same thing pretty much for the RSI. We managed to break above that 75 mark, which is the final resistance as far as the RSI goes. That's obviously a good sign. And yeah, I mean, now we're just going to have to see if it can hold this big breakout. I think it'll need to pull back a little bit, right, like it did over here. Maybe get a nice pullback towards, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, maybe towards this $150 mark. Let me go ahead and put that in. That would be a nice place to, get a pullback. So that would be right over here. Pull back towards that. Maybe even consolidate for a couple more days if that's what it needs to do. And, eventually we'll have this uptrend line that'll help move it back up no matter what. But now that we broke above the all-time high, I think we should start making higher highs moving forward pretty quickly. So even if we do see a bit of a pullback, it shouldn't be anything too worrisome. And overall, I think in the next week or two, we are going to see it move, closer towards $200 now moving forward. Absolutely amazing move for Monero, kept on just moving forward despite the market weakness that we had, in the past week or two. So still staying strong and still looking good from Monero. Moving over to Omise Go, getting a bit of a bounce back into our uptrend over here. That's obviously a good sign. So hopefully you don't have to worry about breaking below that anymore, and we can continue to trade between this uptrend line over here and our previous uptrend line, which is going to be acting as resistance right as we move forward. Maybe if there's enough strength, we can even break above that. And, still not above our uptrend line on the RSI. We do want to try to see that happen, and, MACD still looking okay, but not really doing all that much. It is relatively weak, so hopefully we can really start to see some more strength here coming into Omise Go. The good thing, though, is that it has flattened out now, it has consolidated, and the MACD is picking back up towards the upside. So that's what we want to see for, a real recovery now of the price, and really a rounded bottom as far as the Bollinger Bands go, you can see, and the price, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for as we move forward, and that's pretty likely that we do actually get some more strength now moving forward if the market starts to bounce more and more. Now, Lisk, unfortunately, is actually one of the cryptos that isn't doing too good. Got a massive pullback, actually, all the way down to $6.84. I'm not sure if there was any news or anything, but that is a massive pullback. Bounced off this previous uptrend line over here, and this $6.79 support level that we had. So we are starting to peak on the MACD, moving a bit lower. We've been moving lower now in the histogram for a couple days. Moved back below the 70 line actually, and the uptrend line, it looks like, on the RSI. So it does look like there's going to be some more consolidation here for Lisk. It could pull back even more down below this $8.53 mark. That's not really what I would want to see. Hopefully it can hold above that, and maybe just consolidate for a couple days, take a bit of a breather after the big increase, and after that move back towards $10. But I'm definitely experiencing weakness right now, and that's confirmed by the indicators pretty accurately. So this is the end of the daily crypto update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.